Hi there, my name is Mark and welcome to today's devotional video. Today's date is November 29th, 2025, and like always, I'm super grateful and thankful that you're here. We're officially almost into winter and it's already getting super cold outside here in Northeast United States. But if there was anything to do when the winter months get cold, it is to stay in, get cozy, drink some coffee, and read some scripture. So today we're going to be taking a look at Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verses 10. I really think it speaks to a lot of where I'm headed mentally in my life. So let's go ahead and read it and we'll talk a little bit about it. So it says, "Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might, for in the realm of the dead, where you're going, there is neither working, nor planning, nor knowledge, nor wisdom." So this particular passage speaks to me. Sometimes because I'm in the creative field, I find it hard to really have the passion for it and have the motivation to do it. And it's kind of like painful to me in a way because I get to do what I love as a career, but even then, sometimes it just feels meaningless. It just feels like there's nothing there and it's not worthwhile. And what am I doing with my time, right? But I think that what this is saying and how I connect it to my life is when I put God into my life, when I put God into my work, and when I present myself in all situations with God's love and his care, then nothing's meaningless, right? Everything has purpose because it's his purpose on my life, right? So as I make these devotional videos, a big plus, and I know I've talked about it in previous videos, but a big plus about making these devotional videos is I get to do what I love. I get to set up a camera, and normally I'm not the one talking in front of the camera, but I get to, progress my personal speaking skills. I get to make content every single day that really moves me. I get to read scripture, and I'm putting God in my life, and I'm putting God in my work. And already I've already seen an abundance of opportunity through putting God in my work. People reaching out at my church to, asking me to help them produce content. And of course the answer is yes, right? Because it's content that I could help them make, which helps them, but it also glorifies God at the same time. And I don't get that opportunity in a lot of different ways. Normally most of my work is focused on how I can make money, right? Because I have to provide for myself, right? So I have to make money, but at the same time, if I could do what I love and spread the gospel, I'm going to do that. That's significantly more meaningful, and it just makes me feel so much happier inside than just making content to put it out there. That's just whatever, So I'm going to read the scripture again. It says, "So whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. For in the realm of the dead, where you're going, there is neither working, nor planning, nor knowledge, nor wisdom." Right? So it talks about, where we go after we die. And I think it's like basically saying, you're going to deal with these stresses right now. You're going to deal with the stresses of life, whether it is a period of feeling meaningless or a period of just no passion or a lack of motivation. But in those situations, focus through it, push through it, and, find that meaning. But in the afterlife, I don't know if it kind of sounds like, no working, no planning, no knowledge, nor wisdom, because, well, you're in heaven, right? And that's where everything is going to be perfect. But here on earth, we have to kind of struggle with that. But that's okay, right? Because we have God to help us through it. So I'm super grateful and thankful that you're here. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.